Welcome to our channel. In this video, I want to review some of the areas we're going to be discussing when it comes to being a returning national. Decided why not now? In terms of moving from Alaska, yes, Alaska to Barbados. We'll get into the video another time as to why Barbados, why we chose Barbados, because our choices were Barbados, St. Lucia, and Panama, and we chose Barbados overall because it's what suits our family. It's what suits our this point in our life. So for one, why so many folks are considering becoming returning nationals. We're going to review that, the reality of visiting and actually returning home, citizenship. We're going to review proof of what do you need for proof in terms of your documents, what do you need for proving citizenship and or dual citizenship. Returning to your birth island or your birth nation and bringing back family and or spouse, which are non-national family members. Immigration considerations before you arrive, things you need to get done, things you need to have in order, and especially the paperwork. The paperwork you need to have in order. You planning your return, whether it's 3 to 12 months out. We had a 5-year plan, we moved it up to 5 months. It made it happen. It was highly stressful, but we made it happen nonetheless because we had the means to get it done. Budgeting for your move, very important. Deciding when it comes to real estate, we're also going to review in our upcoming videos whether you want to rent and have passive income if you're not ready to make the move totally back to your island home, but you want the security of having a rental income and or place where you could escape to. That's yours. So we're going to go review whether you're going to rent versus buying. When it comes to your household goods, we're going to discuss whether you're going to bring your household goods or sell them and purchase locally. We're also going to review the ins and outs of or ups and downs of shipping a vehicle and or purchasing a vehicle, selling vehicles back home and purchasing new or used. The Returning National program gives concessions, duty-free concessions to returning nationals. What that means, what that implies, how it's calculated. We're also going to review in some of our upcoming videos air versus sea freight, custom clearance processes, to name a few. One of the widely discussed areas is housing in Barbados. We're going to review finding rentals, working with real estate agents. We have some awesome, phenomenal realty agents that we work with that we're going to plug into the guidebook to help better guide folks. Utility setups, some housing pitfalls you need to take a look at. We experienced a housing pitfall 3 years ago when trying to purchase a unfinished home. So we're gonna walk folks through that. If you're thinking of purchasing an unfinished home and renovating it yourself, the cost of those things. With my background, I'll come in very handy for folks who don't know or haven't followed me on other areas where I discuss government contracting, and I'm a general contractor based out of Alaska. When it comes to employment, the job market overview, we're not going to dive deep into that. We're going to discuss remote work, for one, because if you're considering becoming a returning national, you can earn from other areas, but because Barbados during COVID issued one of the first, or I believe it was the first, sort of like a remote work visa, and it's still going today, where you could live here for up to a year and work remotely. And we're gonna review a little bit about, we'll get deep into it when we get to the video, healthcare and insurance, how you can navigate those things. Public healthcare infrastructure here in Barbados is improving greatly. They have millions of dollars poured into infrastructure in hospitals. When it comes to the healthcare system, it's a growing industry in terms of the amount of care that they take, from bringing in nurses and doctors during COVID to take care of the population here from other regions within CARICOM, and the pouring of funding into their infrastructure and hospital system. So we're going to go over those a bit. Medical record transfers, prescriptions, ongoing care, glasses. We're going to review some of those things. Another area we're going to go through is education. For those of you who are traveling with the young ones, private versus public schools. As folks might not know, Barbados has one of the highest literacy rates and educational systems within CARICOM. So that says it all when it comes to that area. But it's also highly renowned for some of the medical schools that are here. So we're going to go over some of those things when it comes to everything from grade school to college. And of course, when it comes to our experience, especially growing up in New York, traveling, spending the last 20 years in Alaska and now back home. So we literally went from one extreme, surviving the cold and the darkness in Alaska, and getting all the sun now and all the vitamin D we can manage. But we're going to review those things, the pace of life, how it can be a little bit nerving, and how you need to get used to it, because it's a great thing. It's a good thing. It greatly improves your health, I'll tell you that much. Managing your expectations. We're going to talk about those things. Of course, cost of living. So we're gonna review quite a few areas within our upcoming, pending, future videos. I just wanted to highlight some of the areas here. And if you're interested, if you have that inkling in the back of your head, if the ancestors are talking to you, if you will, go ahead and like us, follow us, hit the bell for when we post videos. We're scheduled to post videos, I want to say, once a week. Common mistakes when it comes to housing, shipping your goods. We're going to talk about some of the mistakes we made and how you could avoid them, especially on the financial side. We're going to talk about and share a lot of videos and photos of our first 30, 60, and 90 days here in Barbados. Those should be fun. We're going to talk about within your new community, building a support network. We now reside in an area in Christchurch called Sugar Apple, and we have phenomenal neighbors. Very, very cordial, very welcoming, and it's a blessing to have them. So we're going to talk about that. A lot of the resources that are available when it comes to immigration, national health care, healthcare resources, banking institutions. We're going to talk about our experience when it comes to, there's several banks here in Barbados, but we're only going to highlight the banks that we've dealt with. If you hear a dog in the background, there's a dog in the background. And we're going to talk about and review and show videos and or photos. I don't too much like posting while I'm eating, so you won't get that. Might post a short video or short photo on my TikTok, but we are not food critics. What we'll share is our experience within a restaurant in terms of the food. We cook a lot. Our family is basically, we eat clean, we eat organic, we cook clean, we cook organic. So when it comes to dining out, when we find a restaurant, review the restaurant before even getting there, seeing how clean the restaurant is, the way the chefs, prepare their food, if it's consistent. We go ahead and video or take a couple of photos. So we're not food critics. We're not here for that. There's plenty of folks doing that. We're here to give a account of our experience moving from Alaska, which, by the way, is the furthest point you could get in America, to Barbados. So if we did it, and you're considering it, there's no excuse. We have done it from, once again, the furthest point in America to Barbados. So welcome. I hope you enjoy the future videos. Stay blessed. Be safe.